So Artem Lobov, thanks very much for taking the time out to talk to Balls.ie today. We've just had an advanced screening of the first episode of the new season of The Ultimate Fighter. What are your first thoughts after watching it back? Because I know you experienced it there, but now that you've seen how they shaped it, how they made the angles, how do you react to that?
Obviously, the first feeling is disappointment. You know, I wish I've done more in the fight. Maybe stayed a little bit calmer and picked my shots a little bit better. But it's done at this stage. There's nothing I can do, so all I can do is sit back and enjoy.
Yeah, well, the one thing Dana White certainly enjoyed your fight, so it was very good to make an impression. But the standard of fighting looked very, very high. Is that something you see developing as the season goes on?
Yeah, for sure. And you hear me say it in the episode that I felt that the European team is a lot stronger, and I said that the first fight into the house was going to be the hardest. And it surely, proved that way. I knew that there's a lot of European guys on the scene that have been knocking on the UFC's door for a very, very long time, but they just haven't had the opportunity. Obviously, because most shows are in the States, and there's only like 5 shows a year in Europe, so a lot of the European guys don't get the chance. But it was great to have a season where it's Europe versus US, and hopefully we'll get to show that we are better fighters than the Americans, and that the UFC should be paying attention to the European fighters.
You've obviously had a lot of fights in range Europe, but would this be the first time that you've fought with such kind of media scrutiny on it, with a lot of cameras around the place and with a lot of expectations? How did that affect your preparation for the fight more than anything?
I mean, certainly this was the highest level that I've ever competed on, and I am normally very calm in my fights. And like you said yourself, I have a lot of experience. I fought all the best guys in Europe. And when I seen Dana White there, just sitting and watching my fight, I think it did get to me a little bit.
Sure.
And I think that then showed in my performance. But it's all good experience, so hopefully I'll get to show my skill set one more time.
So you're a familiar face to a lot of fans of Conor McGregor from the Embedded series. And we've seen Conor make a drastic improvement over the last couple of years, but you've been there every step of the way as his training partner. So have you felt that as he grows as a fighter, you sparring with him so regularly, does that help you improve day to day?
Of course, this is how you improve, because if he gets to the next level, then I have to catch up in order to, be able to spar him, in order to be able to give him good training. So in that sense, of course, every time he makes an improvement, I make an improvement. So for sure, it's been great for me.
And it must give you good confidence going into a fight when you've been training with someone that can offer such a wide range of striking that Conor McGregor can. And you're facing an opponent, it must give you a big boost in confidence going into the fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what gives me confidence, but I am very confident going into every fight. Any fight I go into, I always feel that I'm gonna win. I would fight at any weight class. I would take on a heavyweight, and I would walk into the octagon knowing that I can win this.
Obviously, the country's getting ready for UFC Dublin coming up shortly. You must be very excited for it with a lot of teammates on the card.
For sure, yeah. I mean, I remember the last UFC Dublin. It was a great experience. It was a crazy night, very emotional night, a very successful night for Ireland, for my team, and I'm sure it's going to be just as good, if not better, this time around. I know Conor isn't going to be on the card this time, but still 3 of my other teammates are on the card. So
we're really looking forward to it too, and we're really looking forward to seeing the rest of the season develop. And make sure you stay tuned to Balls.ie for more Ultimate Fighter content. Artem, thanks very much for taking the time out to talk to us.
Thank you very much, guys.
Cheers.